Well, Coach, a 7-2 win. You get your first win of the season here over Iowa Falls Alden. You had a kind of a surge late in the first half and late in the second half. What's your take on your first win of the year here tonight?
It feels good. We struggled a little bit on Tuesday, and so it was nice to come back and kind of kick in some of those things that we were talking about. So that's really helpful. We definitely found a little bit more opportunities to work on, little things to focus on. Having a second game, you can focus a little bit more on, so we can build from that. But it felt good to finally to finally get into the season, really.
Mm-hmm. And Hunter Eakin ends with 4 goals here tonight, 4 of the 7. And the previous game, he assisted on both of your goals. So, what can you say about kind of the role he's been able to play here this season?
It's kind of funny with Hunter because a lot of us coaches talk, and he's just so nonchalant with everything, right? He's just so chill about everything, and then he just pulls out with great things, assists, goals, stuff. He's a good leader. He is a great player. He has so much skill, and so I'm glad he's not a senior yet. But I think I'm ready to expect a little bit more of him as an upperclassman.
When it comes to that second half, it took you quite a bit to score a few more goals there in that second half. That kind of leave a little bit to be desired to an extent, or what was kind of your take, especially on beginning the second half there?
Yeah, so we did start a little bit slow as far as like scoring since we left the first half, with some goals, but we were doing a lot of things that we were working on. So to me, I didn't see that like stunt into the second half because we were doing everything we talked about in the half. And so, that growth is just as important as the goals a lot of times. And so, I guess everybody sees it a little bit different, but we got moving and we got a couple more, and that was cherry on the top.
Then you guys go back on the road to Humboldt here on Thursday night. Any thoughts on that game here coming up?
Yeah, they have a new coach and they have, different players and stuff like that. And so I'm just anxious to see what they have. And a lot of times the past couple of years, they've had the same set players, taking the field. And so it was a lot of focus on what that other team has and how we play on them. But this year I feel like a little different. It's kind of weird, but we're focusing on like how we can become a team. Anybody that follows us knows that we don't have a lot of the same starters. And so even the ones that were starters in the past, they have to learn to all build that trust and that unity and all of that kind of stuff. And so I just have a little bit of different view this year going into these games. And so it's really how we can improve more than what they've got, because if we can't control our faults, then we can't beat anybody.
Any final thoughts or any of your other players you'd like to shout out for their efforts here tonight?
Christian gives it his all, Jesus. Yeah. We got some good players. I have some players that were subs last year, OCL, Hyro, and they're stepping in. Johan and Jordy, they're brothers in the middle, and they've had a lot of work to do, and they stepped up. So, I can say something great about all of the players, really.